Thank you, Madam Chairman. Secretary Raimondo, it's good to see you. I'm going to start by asking you a very quick question on the implementation of the infrastructure's broadband development grants that you, Chairman Shaheen, and I worked so hard on, and that are targeted first for unserved areas and then underserved areas. My question is this: NTIA has until May 16th to publish the notice of funding opportunity for this program. And many states are eagerly awaiting that notice. In my state, the Maine Connectivity Authority stands ready to pursue this transformational assistance. My question is this: will NTIA meet that deadline?
Yes, we will. And there's even a chance we will beat that deadline.
I'm very glad to hear that. Now I'm going to switch to our usual contentious issue, which we discuss, and that is the onerous new regulations on Maine's lobster men and women. May 1st marked the first day of these implementation of these regulations. It was a dark day for the industry. NOAA denied an entirely reasonable request from the governor, the entire Maine delegation, to delay implementation of the rules, which we do not think are valid in the first place, until July 1st. What is interesting is NOAA's denial of this modest extension was opposed by another federal agency, the Small Business Administration's Office of Advocacy. And here's what the office said. It asserted that NOAA was putting lobster men and women in, quote, an impossible scenario. And if they are, quote, not granted a short delay of the compliance deadline, they may stand to lose significant amounts of revenue or in some instances, their entire business. And this is because of supply problems where the gear being mandated by NOAA is simply not available. Now, I know that NOAA's announced a graduated enforcement approach, but that is a very small comfort. The industry estimates it will lose $7 million in lost fishing time that would have been saved by just granting that 2-month extension. Each of Maine's more than 4,500 commercial lobstermen and women are small, self-employed business owners. That's why the SBA advocated for them, but NOAA totally ignored what the SBA asked for in reinforcing what the industry, the entire delegation, and the governor also requested. So now we're also hearing that NOAA may impose further regulations on the industry. So how can the industry trust that NOAA's not going to regulate them out of existence, given that the agency has rejected recommendations from the SBA's Office of Advocacy? Not just those of us who represent the state, but an independent office within the SBA, another federal agency.
Yeah. So I appreciate you bringing it up. And as I said last time, I'll say again, I really, truly admire your advocacy on behalf of the lobstermen. I do. I have a bit of good news in this regard, which is that our head of fisheries, Janet Coit, is in weekly, if not daily, contact with the Maine Commissioner, Pat Kelleher, and they've worked hard to find local suppliers of the new kind of gear, including Maine Mold. It's a small company you may know, that they are providing the new gear at an affordable price for the lobster fishers. You say that the graduated enforcement isn't much, but I will assure you that our goal of enforcement is not we're trying to assist with compliance, and we will be as lenient as we can to assist with compliance instead of a gotcha sort of approach. The final thing I'll say is we're on path to have the $14 million out by the end of June, which should help with the cost for the lobstermen to comply.
Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Collins. Senator Van Hollen, I'm going to turn the question over to you and ask you to take the gavel so I can go vote, and I'll be right back.
Will do. Thank you, Madam Chairman. Madam Secretary, it is great to see you.